And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, hot. Hey, we're good, we're good.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
All right. Go, doctor, doctor. Hey, down. Hey, orange.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Hey, go, Roger. Down. 22.
They do snap it to Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 47. 47.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far? Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
46. 47, 47. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. 26. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on third and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
46. Good. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because they were just bad plays to call. Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
22. Roger, roger, roger. Jam, jam. Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange. 22. 22.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No, Roger, Roger.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough, and the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And on the ground they go with the running back, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
22. Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange. 22.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Keenum. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. A give to Elliott. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 46. 26. Hey, we're going right there, we're going right there. Here we go, 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
46, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. Here you go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Down. Let's go, let's bring it. Cut.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hold on. Go doctor, doctor. Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange. Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange. Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange. Jam, jam. Jam, jam. Hey, jam, jam, jam. On 53. On 53.
Keenum to throw on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
On 53. Hey, Mike's right. On 53. Mike 50. Mike 50. Jam, jam. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Jam, jam.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They will go for it. It's Keenum. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go. Oh, here we go, 46.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he loses the football a second time. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now it's Freeman. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Freeman again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the pitch to Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go. Hey, Mike's right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go, let's go. Roger, roger, roger. Run! Run 20!
Right back to him on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No, 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 no. Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger, Roger.
And now they'll throw with Keenum staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Mary left, Mary left. 22. 22.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Keenum opting to back away from the line as he's going to take a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, Jam, Jam, Jam. Mary left, Mary left.
Now Keenum got to have this one. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyrone Crawford in there again. My goodness, that is now his fourth sack tonight. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Good.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
46.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Good.
Third and long for Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
46. 46. 46. 26. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
2 go 46. 2 go 47. Good. 2 go 46. 26. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
22.
Keenum on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
Roger. Let's go.
Here's Keenum. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
We got 4 down. Switch. No, Roger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing here, Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man. It's Austin. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Here we go, 46, coming now. 36. Get out. Here we go, 46.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.